Ukrainian Foreign Intelligence Service analysts predict that the fuel crisis in temporarily occupied Crimea will worsen in the winter of 2025-2026. The region remains dependent on supplies from Russia, lacking its own refining capacity, which increases risks for other occupied territories and threatens regional stability, Merza media reports. According to the analysis, disruptions in supply chains are driving up fuel prices while reducing availability. This weakens the socio-economic situation in the occupied areas and creates logistical challenges for Russian forces. The fuel shortage has already spread to at least 20 regions of Russia, including the occupied territories of Ukraine. At the same time, fuel prices continue to rise across the country. On September 17, the price of AI-92 gasoline on the St. Petersburg International Commodity and Raw Materials Exchange reached over 73,200 rubles per ton, a historic high, the Ukrainian Intelligence Service noted. A key factor is the shutdown of 13 oil refineries in Russia, with a combined annual capacity of around 119.2 million tons by mid-2025. This has forced the authorities and oil companies to adjust maintenance schedules to boost gasoline production and ease shortages. At the retail level, declining inventories are another issue. High interest rates and tight financing conditions prevent regional operators from building sufficient reserves, resulting in closures of some gas stations. In addition, major state-owned companies such as Rosneft, Lukoil, Gazprom Neft, Surgutneftgaz, and Tatneft are prioritizing their own networks over the broader market. In the short term, especially during the winter of 2025-2026, Ukraine's intelligence foresees growing socio-economic pressure on Russia, greater reliance on imports from Belarus, Kazakhstan, and China, and further logistical risks for supplying occupying forces. Meanwhile, fuel prices in Crimea continue to rise. Human rights activists reported that A95 gasoline, which cost around 70.79 rubles per liter in late August, now sells for about 72.27 rubles. They stress that Russian officials' explanations downplay the real cause: systematic destruction of the fuel and energy sector by strike actions, which severely reduces supply and drives prices upward.